See, we make a mistake all the time as service-based business owners to think that I have to hire somebody that is immediately equatable to increased revenue. So in my world as a chiropractor, this would be like hiring an associate doctor. Okay. So I have to be able to think like, main way we make money in our business is to actually provide services and adjust people. And so my first thought for hiring would be, oh, I got to go find somebody else that can do more of what I do. And while that's not a bad concept to think about, I'm telling you, there's other things in your business, whether you're a chiropractor, a massage therapist, a dentist. Dentists actually do a pretty good job of this. Lawyers, counselors, anything like this. There's all these things as service-based entrepreneurs that you're providing your service. You need more ability and more time to do that. So the first hire is not go find another one of me. It's actually find a person to do all the things in your business that you don't actually love to do. And they're the reason that you didn't get into business. If you can find somebody to do those things for you, now you're on the right track, right? And so the other thing is figuring out and knowing, are there services that are diluting your margin? Okay, so if you're in this, you're scaling operator, is there someone out there that just does things better than you? So maybe the next step. So you've started to delegate the things that aren't direct revenue drivers in your business. This is an amazing first step, but maybe you're beyond that point. And so what you could start to think about, and y'all, if you're just starting out in business and you solve for this, and you can figure out a way to solve for this from the start, you are like way light years ahead of the rest of us. But there just might be, hear me out, there just might be somebody that does what you do better than you, and they would love nothing more than to work for you. And I know that's a weird concept to think about, but it hit me one day that I said, I wouldn't do what I do if I didn't think I was good at it. Okay. But I think some of us get it in our mind that we think we're the only ones that can do what we do. And it hit me one day and I realized that, you know what, there might be somebody that's better at the clinical side of what I do than even I am. And so my heart's desire is, what if I could figure out a way to create enough margin in my business where I could go and attract the highest quality talent at the thing that you do that exists out there, bring them into your business, and you primarily focus on finding the people that are out there searching for the solution that they provide, gift them, if you will, put those people in front of your amazing service provider, and make sure that you've got margin enough to be able to not only pay them, but to run the business and pay the bills and all this kind of stuff. And then you're building this business void of your presence. Okay. And I'm not saying that's everybody, right? We all still have our thing. It's what we enjoy and it's what we love to do. But if this is for that scaling operator that is looking for a solution into how do I make maybe not an exit from the company, but I would like to go on vacation for a couple of weeks out of the year. Right. And so if that resonates with you, I'm telling you, that's the key. And if it might not be a tomorrow fix, like you might have to figure out, how do I create more margin? Do I need to open up some more hours? Do I need to increase my prices? There's a lot of nuance type things that are in that equation. But I'm telling you, if you're established in it and you're in that point, you've got to figure out, where can I create margin so I can go and do that type of a step? Because if you can do that step and you bring somebody on your team that's even better at what you do than you are, your people are going to be over the moon about your expansion and what you're doing and where you're going. Because that's one of the hardest things about being a service-based provider is it's kind of, you're good at what you do and people want you to be the one that services them, right? And so that's just not the capacity that we all have. There's only so many hours in a day, but this is something that we can solve with. So economics and stewardship, okay? So we got to know our numbers to be able to do that. We can't just look at the bank account and say, yep, here we go.